Welcome to Bob's Bulletins. Today's top story, a new series. Yep, that's right. This video is the introduction video for a new series that's going to be popping up on the channel. This is kind of a compare and contrast between some of the major types of animation. These three will be divided into their own separate movie. So it'll be this introduction and then you'll get 3 other videos. Each one will be dedicated to that particular animation. So in these videos we're going to kind of delve into like how they became or how they started. So we're going to kind of go into the history behind them and like how they started, who started them, when did they start, and where. So we're kind of going to dive into that just a little bit, and then we'll kind of dive into like maybe when it gained popularity and when it like started to decrease in popularity, depending on how much I can find about that. So you know, kind of its rise and fall of it, if it has even started to fall. Then we're going to go into how they are done or how they are made, and I'm going to tell you about the process of it, from the tools that they use, how many people it takes, how long it takes, a bunch of stuff like that, just kind of deep into the process of how it's made. That way you kind of get a full grasp of how long it takes to make these awesome movies, like to understand that it truly is an art. And I know a lot of y'all do, and a lot of y'all know the process, but I think it'd be cool to talk about because it's just been something that's in my mind, and I think it'd be cool to get out there. And then I'm going to dive into some major films. So to give you examples of each one, I'm probably going to give you about 3 examples, 2 of really common ones that you've probably seen, and I'm going to try to find maybe either, you know, a smaller one that's less well known. That way it kind of gives you 2 that you can kind of relate to, and maybe one that you would like to go see yourself. I'm not going to be doing a review on these 3 films. In these, down the road I probably will, but in these I will not be doing a review. It'll just be used as examples. I might throw a TV show in for each one if I can find one. I know I can for 2 of the animation types, but maybe not one. And then I'm going to delve into the pros and cons of these. So kind of like, is the process worth the reward? And then I'm going to be giving you my opinion on the film. I'm also going to be rating each one of these. So there's a process they can earn 1 to 5 moons, just because everyone does stars, and I think it'd be pretty cool to do the moons. And I think it would be really interesting and really unusual, so that's what I wanted to do, so that's what we're going to do. I'll be dividing these into sections, and there'll be a total of 4 sections. The first one is style, and this is kind of like the eye candy. Like, how much does the video pop? Like, is it beauty, and does like just the style? It doesn't necessarily have anything to do with the quality, but like, how are the colors? How is the movement? How much do you love to see it? How cool, the cool factor kind of is for this one. And then we're going to do clarity. And this doesn't necessarily mean like how pretty the picture is, because there can be a lot for that, like just from if you're watching on your computer, your phone, TV. So the picture can change if it has to buffer or something like that. So the picture can change. What this means is like, how clear are the movements? Like, how clear is someone walking? How clear is a car passing by? How clear is the wind blowing through the trees? That's what the clarity is. And then there will be reality or realism. Now, none of these will be real, like, you know, you're looking at a picture or seeing real life or anything like that. This is also kind of into clarity, but I thought it was enough of its own to be separate. And this is the realism of, like, how real is their walking motions? How real is their talking, like their face movements? Is it close to realism? Or is it just, you know, kind of like you can tell that it's different? So that's kind of what reality is. And then last is practicality. How practical is it to make this film? Is it worth kind of its reward, kind of like I was saying earlier? Like, how practical is it? And now each one of these, I'm not going to be rating with these. This is rating in the entire animation style. It's not rating the movies that I show as examples. So it's the whole thing. The 3 animation styles I'm doing is, the first one I'm going to be doing is claymation, and then we're going to dive into 2D animation, and then we're going to go to 3D computer generated animation. So that's kind of a progression, I think, and it'll be pretty cool to show how maybe one of the more basic ones all the way up. And I know probably 2D animation is more basic than claymation, but I kind of want to do that one first just because I like it. So, and each one will be divided into these. They'll probably be about, you know, probably 8 to 10 minutes, hopefully. and I think it'd be really cool just to divide them. And now this is not, you know, the rating system and everything like that. Of course, certain people will love 3D computer generation and just hate claymation and vice versa. This is just my personal opinion. It's just for fun. The rating is now, like, the history I think is just pretty cool because you'll kind of get a background of it and maybe see the process if you're not sure how it's done, and maybe build a respect for these movies that a lot of people see as just kid movies, you know, they don't really pay much attention to. So like I said, it's going to be, I'm hoping to get the first one out on Sunday, so it is going to go off from my normal schedule of Mondays and Thursdays videos. You know, Mondays will be movies and Thursdays will be TV shows. It's going to go off of that a little bit, and it's just for this, but you'll still get regular movie reviews on Monday and TV shows next Thursday. Now, you won't get one today for a TV show just because I'm doing work for this and making everything for it. So I really hope you enjoy this. I think this will be really cool. I think it's going to be really fun and everything, just to kind of dive into these, just to see, you know, what makes them tick. So that'll be pretty cool. If you do look forward to this, hit a like. Leave a comment down below what you would like to see out of this series, maybe something else you would like me to add in or take out. And while you're down there, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring that little bell so you don't miss any issues of this animation series. And until next time, Bob out.